Aloha everyone, welcome to Sponsor with KEALOHI Part 5. I'm your host KEALOHI Lilo. So for this week, in week 5, I decided to go back on last week's topic about aquacultures and fisheries. If you remember last week, I talked about the risk of aquacultures and how we need to make sure we are sustainable and safe. So this idea is still valid. In fact, if you look at Teledyne Marine, they use their equipment to ensure the fish are at their highest quality or even safe, making sure there's no diseases, none of those risks are being taken while it's under Teledyne Marine. In fact, for their solutions for offshore aquaculture, they mentioned about how they use real-time monitoring practice such as fish count, behavior, size, health, and activity levels, and locations using the underwater cameras. But this is really important because it can help ensure that when it's time for fish to become a food source and not just, part of the marine life of the ocean, the food source becomes safe for the humans as well, because we know that there are some risks when people eat seafood and some things that may not be as safe or clean. And so this gives a little more quality for the restaurants that uses them in the local markets, all of those that involve seafood. And so the hygiene lands of seafood is also clear that we need to make sure our seafood is safe. That source of food is safe. It does happen anywhere in the world, but the highest issue is in the USA, including Hawaii. So aquaculture is essential, especially for Hawaii, because it's very easy because we're surrounded by ocean, which means that all the seafood that people eat is from the sea, especially in the local businesses. They capture the seafood from the ocean, and then they have to make sure it's really, really clean. They have to second guess themselves. It's a lot of those little parts that makes the difference of quality. The seafood demand is relatively high and jeopardizes food sources, which means there might not be a replenishment. It's like everybody just wants, sushi, crab, lobster, all of that, and then it kind of does not give the ocean time to really, really replenish it. It's just always like, okay, commercial fishing, commercial this, commercial that, and the ocean's like, I want a break. Can I get away with? Can I being able to hold off until my marine life is flourishing again? But unfortunately, that's not the case. And so, the video of future ocean farming innovations in aquaculture talks about how their workers check on the water daily to ensure the function is similar to their natural habitat and that the fish is growing well. They do that by keeping in a net set in the ocean, so that it keeps the fish safe and allows them to keep swimming, feel like they're in their natural habitat, while keeping the predators out. Also, their waste is flourishing in the ocean. They do it more sustainably rather than in a way that kind of defeats the purpose of being sustainable. They also do use the underwater cameras to make sure that the feeding is happening sustainably. Everything just happens in a very sustainable state, and so that we do sustainably and take what we need, not more than what we need, then the circle of life really just keeps happening over and over again. That's the way it's supposed to be. When we start doing things unsustainably, that's when the circle of life just comes. goes into a wacky line, just breaks the cycle in a way that doesn't keep it sustainable. So as more and more aquaculture do it in a more sustainable habit, aquaculture will continue to help diminish the demands of seafood and keeps the earth in a more sustainable state than rather just taking those natural resources and not putting it back into their, it's like give and take. Take what you need, but give back. Kind of like how we do with humans, they give us something, and naturally we should do something back, whether it's a favor or a payback, whatever it may be. It's the same way with the earth, and the more we do it, the more our earth will continue to be more sustainable, especially our ocean. Alright guys, that's the end of today's this week's talk. And so I hope you guys all have a great week, and I hope to see you in my last video of week 6. Alright, bye!